Mystery behind Calle de Batulao to Bayabasan, Nasugbu. Numerous accidents happened on the highway connecting Batulao and Bayabasan before I was even born. Accidents frequently happen in these streets since this is a major concern for the locals. The settlements along this street have seen a great deal of human loss. Accidents that are unthinkable to the locals happen to tourists as well as locals. Many people claim it is legendary and that there are many evil spirits guarding this town. Even souls who have strayed and died there are believed to be coming back to ask for prayers, and even souls who have been thrown there are allegedly asking for justice, according to local belief. My best buddy Pedro's wife, Misia, also perished at this location. She was involved in a tragic accident. Misia was killed in a car accident by a Chinese guy near her residence when a fast-moving car struck her as she was standing well off to the side of the road. When I attended the birthday celebration of my cousin Danang, I once more saw a tragic accident. We overheard a gang of bikers riding from Calle to Bayabasan. The vehicles with 5 consecutive motors fell into the dry ditch with their motors attached. Even I was not exempt from the jokester who caused us trouble. I was picked up by my oldest brother and taken home to Imus, Cavite, from my best friend Pedro's residence. Kuya Jr. had planned to go by my father's house first, but on the way there the van's brakes failed and we crashed into a dry canal. I'll never forget this incident because the surroundings were so dark and lacking in light. Our father was shocked and informed us that the location was prone to accidents, one of which had resulted in a child's death. Apart from these memories, hardly a month passes without an accident occurring in this area. Many claim to have seen wild souls in these locations. When we were cousins and stayed at our aunt's house, I recall seeing a woman dressed in white and a black man. We got up early to go to the bathroom, and as we walked by the pallet, I noticed someone sitting or hunching over as if they were waiting for someone. I didn't pay attention, and perhaps you are also our relative, but when we returned after a short absence, this individual was gone, which made us return to our beds in terror. The only sounds here at night, up until one fall asleep, are the chirping of crickets and a few chirping birds. If you are not accustomed to living in these mountains, it's terrifying. Even rivers that draw water are thought to have ancestors who watch over them. Therefore, one must stand back before drawing for fear that doing so may cause anyone passing by to suddenly get a fever and experience the uneasy sense of being bewitched. According to the residents' accounts, this belief is supported by reality, which is why they continue to pray whenever the oration is delivered or at 6 in the evening calls. Even if they have saints painted here, the ceremonies cannot stifle their patrons' combat against the ghosts who prowl through each town in Nasugbu. Evil spirits can only be exorcised from this location by spiritualists and the so-called Matandang Nagsasanhiyang. The only means to cure the illness among the populace there is by ritualistic behavior, devotion, and offering to the ancestors. Even though this town is developed, many people still think about ancestors roaming the mountains and villages. Despite their prosperity, the locals still can't help but to think about and fear the possibility of ancestors lurking around the area.